An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, Aiden, you're doing great. Keep focused. You know what to do.
Copy that!
Fantastic work, Aiden. Great drive, mate. Congratulations.
Yes! Come on!
And he's done it! Jackson's done it! Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship!
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula 1. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula 1, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula 1? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures were all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here, and to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
Hello?
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one. Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror signal maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further.
Copy that. Where's Casper?
He's up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together. Casper's in P10 at the moment. You're closing in on Casper now, Aiden. Good.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other, though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack, too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work! And it doesn't! Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. So I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely, and I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson, not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
The damage appears to be minor. How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Copy.
The gap to the car behind is 6.9 seconds. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, and
the top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake.
How
did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see that.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us 1 sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different from what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
Brian.
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper, Yeah, so you can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That manoeuvre today.
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Crofty. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammates.
The rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can recover a few places.
What was that all about?
You can recover, Aiden.
That's not okay. That's really not okay.
The gap behind us is 5.5 seconds. That's a race win. You've really been great today.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the two Racing Point teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom! Cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. I saw the race and thought I'd give you a call.
And why's that?
Just to say well done, like I always do.
Oh, right.
I saw what happened in the race with Casper. Can't believe he wasn't penalized. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Casper, what's he said about it?
Nothing. He wouldn't speak to me.
Well, maybe keep trying. It can't hurt to clear the air. Just remember what your grandmother always used to say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
Just whatever's going on, don't let it get to you. And call me later, okay?
Will do.
It's that time once again, the final moment before lights out and the charge down to turn 1. Who will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? We'll find out soon as the French Grand Prix gets underway. The circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6-mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. Here we are then at the circuit Paul Ricard in France, the 10th race of the 2020 Formula One season. And the standings are starting to take some kind of shape, Ant.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your big three jostling for position at the top, so no surprises there. A little less predictable in the midfield, though you could make an argument for Racing Point underperforming somewhat.
The two Racing Point drivers denying each other points, perhaps. Well, it's all to race for, and a lot of season left ahead of us. So let's see how it all pans out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Kvyat and Ricciardo, Norris, Vettel, Sainz and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Ackermann, Devon Butler and Albon, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, George Russell and Aiden Jackson, Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, we've not quite had the start of the season we'd hoped for, but we've got a chance to make up some ground today. Try to keep your nose clean and show us what you've got. Good luck, Aiden. Yes, you've done it! Well done!
Here we are then, a real team effort to overcome their rivals for a memorable win here today. Business as usual for the big three, but a bit of a reshuffle in the midfield here in France.
That's certainly much better from Racing Point. Frankly, they should be in the mix more often. On a good day, they're as good as anyone in that midfield pack.
And they've certainly proved it today. The Racing Point team will be very happy with today's performance and the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork, and a well-deserved first-place finish.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Aiden, congratulations! You got on the podium. That's a fantastic result for both you and the team. How are you feeling?
What can I say? I smashed it. Let's be honest, I was challenged and I delivered. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the rest of the season.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
I reckon so. I'd say the result today shows I can handle an F1 car just as well as an F2 one, no matter what people say. I think the team would agree with me.
So there's no current tensions within the team? We've all seen that you and Casper have locked horns so far this season. Is that something that's now behind you?
Well, that's up to Casper. Maybe he thinks I'm yet to prove myself. Who knows? Hopefully today's gone some way to doing that. If there is still a problem between us, it's not from me.
Appreciate your time.
Brian.
Aiden, just so you know, there's a full team meeting in 20 minutes.
No worries.
We just want to review our strategy while the race is still fresh in our minds.
Right, okay. I'll see you there.
Listen, while you're on, I just wanted to say that was some solid driving out there today. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Put it this way, it's been noticed. Well done, kid. I'll see you in the meeting.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. Just calling to say well done, as usual. You okay?
Thanks, Mum. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. I think I delivered today.
I thought so. And I think the neighbors probably did too. I couldn't stop shouting.
Oh, not again.
I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
Hey, it's Silverstone soon.
So does that mean you'll be home for a few days?
Probably. I'll try and get over for a day or two, either side of race weekend.
You know, Silverstone was always your dad's favorite track.
I know. You're still coming to the race, right?
Do you really think I'd miss out on the VIP treatment? Of course I'm coming. I just wish it wasn't on my own, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I'll be there. And I can't wait to see you.
Me too. Anyway, I won't keep you. I imagine you want to go and celebrate. Well done again. Love you.
Love you too, Mum. Speak soon. Hello?
Hello, mate.
Who is this?
Oh, come on, keep up. It's Devon.
Butler?
The very same.
How did you get this number?
It doesn't really matter. Listen. I just wanted to pass on a bit of friendly advice.
Oh.
Now, it's always tricky racing on your home track. The pressure, all the fans watching, it's a nightmare.
Right, yeah, I imagine it is.
But if you keep your cool, you stay focused, you will get through it, okay? Just imagine it's a different circuit on the other side of the planet. Then, when your race does fall apart, it'll be a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, great advice.
I knew you'd think so. Anyway, good luck out there today. Just try and make it to the end, huh? Ta-ta!
Yeah, good luck to you too. I'll see you later.
Tyres are gone.
Copy, Aiden. Box.
Copy.
Let's just minimize the damage.
There's a huge amount of time to be won and lost in the pits, but ensure that you don't get too greedy as you approach the pit.
Exit now. Still time left to push for the points here, Aiden.
Copy!
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
There's a few disappointed faces up and down the pit wall after that one, but not here. They secured a phenomenal victory. What a race for young Aiden Jackson. If he can keep this up, he's got a long, promising career in front of him.
Absolutely. He'd have been gutted about that puncture. Imagine what kind of challenge he'd have been able to make without it. You've got to give it to him though. He gritted his teeth and pulled it back. Great driving.
Now whisper it quietly, but things seem to be on the up for Racing Point's Aiden Jackson. One to watch. Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
Brian!
Well, someone's the hot topic in the press room.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Oh, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's all anyone's talking about.
Well, I'm glad the press are starting to take notice.
Oh, get used to it. They put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Right. Thanks for letting me know.
So don't celebrate too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
Right. Well, each to their own.
See you later, Brian. I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage, but I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? We'll take a look at it.
And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aiden, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff. Mentioned you directly.
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
So, no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper, how are you today? Feeling good about the race?
Brian.
Aiden, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
Let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race. Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
Let's run you through the driver...
Right, let's see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out. Casper should be within reach soon, Aiden. You are free to race. Superb driving. That's the race win.
Well, quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aiden Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Ackerman.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed for McLaren back in 2007. We all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. The Racing Point team will be very happy with today's performance and the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork, and a well-deserved first-place finish.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better result today. Congratulations, Aiden. Top spot on the podium. How are you feeling?
What a day. I can't believe it. It's the best possible result. I'm gonna enjoy this moment, but not run away with myself. I've got to try and keep my focus for the next race. But, you know, first place.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
It's taken me a while to adjust, sure, but it's not so much improvement as me showing what I could already do. I think where I'm at now is a good starting point. It's what comes next. That'll be the real asset to the team.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Ackerman?
Casper's got a way about him, you know. He's hot-headed. He can get offended easily. I'm learning that I've just got to accept that. Any problems are his, not mine.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Mum?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good, because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know. Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Have a great race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
How's it feeling out there, Aiden?
Yeah, good. I think we can start to push a little. Where's Casper?
Ahead of you. Don't worry about Casper, Aiden. Let's just improve your current position.
Yeah, copy.
It's clear from anyone watching either in the stands or at home the determination on show from Racing Point and Aiden Jackson today.
No, you're not wrong there, Ant. His performance has improved race by race throughout the season, and his driving today, impeccable. Here's a test for him now, though, as they head down the main straight. There's a lot of friction between these two, and his teammates after him. Will he budge?
Pole position, Aiden.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this on a racetrack before! Two teammates wheel to wheel!
Keep it clean!
Inches separating them and they crash! Oh, they've come together in spectacular style, and they're both out of the race!
Close the door. Sit down. What the hell was going on out there? We've invested millions in you two. Millions! And look at you both. Acting like a couple of school kids. You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt. And as for you should know better. I'm disgusted. You should both be ashamed.
Brian,
Not a word. Not a single word. I should fire you both right here and now. You've screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up! Any more, and you're both out. You hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to. Both of you, get out.
Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what did he say?
Threatened to fire both of us.
He won't.
That's not the point.
I'll just leave you be.
Is Lily okay? Does she know I'm safe?
Yeah, she saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
You've survived worse, you know?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not, but you're not hurt. And you have a family who love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
Here we are then, another season of Formula One racing is upon us. Some teams confident following pre-season, whilst others still looking for answers. Let's see what the future holds for them as qualifying gets underway here in Melbourne. So, Aiden Jackson in ninth, but Aston Martin still hopeful the youngster can secure a decent position. Let's see how he gets on here. Teammate Casper Ackerman didn't make it through to Q3, narrowly missing out by just
13 milliseconds. You did all you could. If I went out second today, I would have those 13 milliseconds back, no problem. Why do they keep sending me out first?
11th isn't the end of the world, Casper. You'll make those places back.
Yeah, for sure. I shouldn't have to.
Zoe, hey.
Morning, Daddy.
Lily, you know it's not morning where Daddy is, right?
Mummy says you're on the other side of the world.
That's right. Daddy is in Australia. I'm upside down.
Then why don't the cars fall off?
Mommy can explain that. Can I speak to her?
Don't fall off, Daddy.
I won't, Lily. Promise.
Hey, qualifying not so good, huh?
They sent me out first.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, some of your best races were coming from midfield.
Yeah?
Yeah. Besides, I thought you loved a challenge. Lils, off the table. Now, it's breakfast time. I should go.
Sure.
You'll be great. You always are. Love ya.
Love you too.
Something's not right.
Understood, Casper. We're on it.
It's the gearbox. I lost a gear.
Push on, Casper. We're assessing. Just push on best you can.
I'll try.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly well-deserved win. Well, what's happened there to Casper Ackerman? Still managed to finish, but that's got to be frustrating, Ant.
Yeah, looks like maybe it was a gearbox fault, which is always a blow for the driver. Ackerman won't be happy, but I'd say he's done very well in the circumstances.
Well, this isn't the start he would have wanted after last season. Let's hope things pick up for him. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it. So, not a great race out there for you today, Casper. Can you talk us through what happened?
Well, it was clearly an issue with the gearbox. Not a great place to be as a driver, but we'll work on it, I'm sure.
Well, despite obvious vehicle difficulty, you still managed to finish. How hard is it to bring it over the line when facing such issues?
Well, it's almost impossible. You have the race going on around you, and all you want to do is compete. Your adrenaline is up, but there's nothing you can do about it. What else can I say?
While it's an unfortunate start to this season, last season was muddied by a tense relationship with your teammate. How are things now with you and Aiden?
That was last season. It's no secret that Aiden and I had a few run-ins. But that's the risk when you put two drivers together for the first time. I don't like to look back, only forward. I'm sure he's learned a lot, and we'll see what happens this season.
Appreciate your time.
I'm losing grip.
Understood. Can you box next lap, Casper? Box next lap.
No, I need to come in now. It's quite bad.
We've got Aiden coming in now. Just hold out one more lap, please, Casper.
Isn't he a lap down?
Yes, he's on a different strategy, though.
Haven't I got priority?
He's boxing now. Please hold off, Casper.
Fine. Nope. I'm all over the place here. I'm coming in now. Must have been pretty urgent for Aiden, huh?
Please be patient, Casper.
There goes another place. And another. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Okay, that wasn't ideal. Let's see if you can get a few places back, please, Casper.
I'm on it.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
An interesting little encounter between Ackerman and Jackson in the pit lane, and might that cause more friction behind the scenes?
Ackerman sounded pretty angry on the radio, didn't he? Told to box the next lap, but he came in anyway. That's not the decision of a man thinking clearly. Is he bringing his personal grievances onto the track? I think he could be.
They denied each other a significant number of points last season, and if today's anything to go by, those issues look like continuing. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Congratulations on a tough race today, Casper. To all of us watching, it seemed as if there was some sort of clash in pitting strategy. Can you talk us through it?
Well, it's unfortunate, but these things happen. I felt the tires begin to go off and realized I needed to come in. It was a calculated risk. There's not much else to say. I pulled it back and finished the race, so no harm done.
So the problem we all witnessed today was a team call, and not a sign of continuing tensions again this season between you and Aiden Jackson?
No, everything's fine. Today was just an issue with two competing strategies that caused an unfortunate clash. Yeah, Aiden and I had our problems last season, but that was then. This is now. Why do you ask?
Well, you seemed angry on the radio with your team. People are asking if that's an indicator of a deeper issue behind the scenes. What would you say to that?
Well, of course I'm angry. I mean, irrespective of today's result, the team isn't working together at peak efficiency, in my opinion. It's frustrating. We'll see what the rest of the season brings, but I think we've all got work to do.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I just don't get it, Zoe. He gets to pit ahead of me, and they give his car the only new power unit last season. And he gets to go out behind me in qualifying. This kid is the new #1 driver.
I don't believe that to be true.
But then why does he get paid more?
You're still upset about that?
No. But I don't know, maybe. I just wish I never found out.
It's not the money, though, is it?
I'm old.
You're not old.
Like this again. I am old. For a driver, I'm old.
Come on, this is your last season. You said you'd make it count.
I still need to tell them.
When will you?
Soon.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, forget about Jackson.
Okay.
And stop playing the victim. It doesn't suit you.
All right, okay.
It's Zandvoort next, remember? Everyone's gonna be rooting for you. Be the guy they love. And hey.
What?
Be the guy I love.
That's cute. Did you come up with that yourself?
I'm a natural-born charmer.
Yeah. Verstappen's got nothing on me.
You had to ruin it.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils. What have you been doing today?
I drew a picture.
Yeah? What's it a picture of?
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll show it to me later.
Maybe. Will you win today, Daddy?
I hope so, Lils. Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Who's your favorite racing driver?
You are.
Yeah, just checking. Can I speak to Mummy now?
No.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Lily.
Hello and welcome. Let's run you through.
The crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there. you've done it! Well done!
Ackerman's done well to finish in the points there, but in stark contrast to his Aston Martin teammate Aiden Jackson, who didn't even finish at.
Yeah, Jackson's looked off the pace all weekend. His performance just isn't where it should be. You can see the odd error creeping in on track too.
Well, if you believe the rumours, the Aston Martin camp is not the happiest of places right now.
Yeah, and that can affect even the most experienced of drivers. I just hope Jackson gets his act together. He's a promising talent and he's much better than this.
Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. A podium finish today, Casper. You must be happy with that, surely.
Yeah, the car was feeling good out there today, and it's nice to get back on the podium again. I was struggling a little bit before the safety car, but afterwards everything just seemed to fall into place, so I'm pretty happy.
Speaking of the safety car, Devon Butler has gone on record calling you lucky to get the result you did. Did luck come into it today?
A little bit of luck never hurt anyone, did it? Yeah, the safety car was really helpful for me. I discussed a couple of things with the team, and I managed to take my chances afterwards. It played a big role in the result today.
Teammate Aiden Jackson was forced to retire today. Would you say he's going through a bit of a rough patch?
Well, people have been giving him a bit of a hard time lately, but we all go through these patches from time to time. He's a promising young driver with a lot of talent. He'll come good.
Appreciate your time.
Brian.
Cass, are you busy?
Well, actually...
Look, I need you to come to the office. Can you pop by now?
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. I'll tell you all about it when you get here.
Can't you just tell me now?
Thanks so much, Casper. Really appreciate it.
Casper.
What's going on?
We need to clear something up. Take a seat.
Clear what up?
Aiden thinks it's his fault that you're retiring.
I'm sorry, Casper. I do respect you. Quite a lot, in fact. And I don't want you to retire. I didn't mean the things that I said. And I want you to know that if you're retiring because of me, I'll...
Will you tell him? This anxiety, it's no good for his performance.
I'm not retiring because of you.
Everyone says...
I'm not retiring because of you. Can I go now?
No. You're going to give him 2 minutes of your time.
Well, Brian, what am I, his therapist?
2 minutes, Casper. That's all.
Everyone says...
Everyone's an idiot. Look, I'm not retiring because of you. I told Brian after Zandvoort. I'm sorry you found out the way you did.
It's tough.
Yeah, can be.
The press. Social media. I don't know. How do you deal with it all?
Listen, There's only a handful of us in the whole world who get to do what we do.
Yeah.
A handful. You deal with it by never forgetting how lucky you are to be here. Understand? Never forget.
Hey, Casper.
Yeah?
Do you ever forget?
Sometimes. Sometimes we all do.
It's Sunday and that means it's race time here in Spa. As the cars are being prepared, let's join them trackside for the start of the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Norris, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Sainz and Pierre Gasly, Mazepin, Ackermann, Esteban Ocon and Butler, Jackson, Russell, Yuki Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher, Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
We've been handed a 3-second penalty for obvious corner cut. Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Another top 5 finish for Aston Martin. Amongst the drama ants, they've been quietly racking up some good points.
Yeah, it's caught me off guard a little bit actually. When you look at the table, you realise they're not doing as badly as you might think.
Aston Martin have been nothing if not entertaining this season, for good or bad. It'll be interesting to see how they fare by the end of the year. Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
All I'm saying is that the team are back in the mix this season. That's how good you've done.
Yeah.
You're ending your career on a high just like you wanted. You really couldn't ask for much better. You want one? What's wrong?
Nothing. What? Nothing. I'm fine.
You haven't driven like this in ages. You're out there having a great time. You're raking in the points, but you're doing your moody face.
I'm not doing my moody face. Stop that.
Like this.
Okay. It's Aiden.
What about him?
Well, he's still not right. He's moping around, anxious, apologetic. I think he's struggling.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
Yeah, but he's just a kid. He needs support.
From you?
So, how many races have I got left?
What's this all about, Cass?
Let's say that I've got 3 or 4 months left in F1. What if...
Go on.
Nah, forget it.
No, what?
You laugh at me.
Promise not to.
It just sounds so stupid.
What does?
What if I can...
Oh my God.
What?
You've gone soft, haven't you?
I knew you'd make fun of me.
You want to make the F1 world a better place before you retire. You want to help the team, help Aiden, your own career be damned.
And what if I did?
So Casper Ackerman does have a heart after all. I'll alert the media.
Look, Zoe, I'm serious. What if I did?
What could you do?
Well, Mercedes has got a seat coming up next season. Some say they might even sign him. That is his dream.
And you think you could help?
I honestly don't know. Brian.
Cass, can you head back to the data center quickly?
What's the issue?
The team are just finishing up going over the data from P3. They want to confirm some aspects of the tyre strategy with you.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
We won't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Okay, let me just finish up here.
We'll be waiting, whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Brian.
Casper, we think you can push for the fastest lap.
Well, now?
Yep, we're in a strong position. See what you can do.
No problem.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Yes, you've done it. Well done.
That's quite some achievement for Aston Martin's Casper Ackermann, getting the fastest lap out.
Yeah, it's not often you see any team outside the top 3 pick up that extra point. Aston Martin went with what looked like an aggressive tyre strategy, but it paid off for them. Incredible, really.
Aston Martin now very much in the mix for a strong midfield finish this season. And who knows, they might even be eyeing up 4th place. They'll be delighted. Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
Brian.
Cass, meant to say, nice work on that fastest lap. That's a welcome point, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the team did well.
Well, you drove the thing, Cass. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Look, there are rumours you'll try and wriggle out of the team dinner tomorrow. Put my mind at rest, would you?
I'm coming to the team dinner, Brian.
Beautiful place we booked. Reason to celebrate. You're gonna love it. Is Zoe still coming?
Yeah, she wouldn't miss it.
Terrific. Wonderful. Are you excited, Cass? Tell me you're excited.
I'm certainly attending.
Small victories, I suppose. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Zoe.
Hey, everyone's talking about the team dinner. We're still going, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, come on, Cass. You'll miss these things when they're gone.
We'll see.
Why did I marry such a miserable man?
Because he makes up for it with his charm.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, well, don't believe everything you hear in the news.
What are you up to?
Just emails and stuff.
Okay. I think I'll head back to the hotel.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
I'd like to congratulate you all on a superb performance so far. There's still a lot of work to do, but give yourselves a round of applause. You've been wonderful. Well, I'm sure you've all heard by now, but, well, this will be Casper's last season as an F1 driver. And if you get the chance, then please do your very best to change his mind. I'm only kidding, Casper. You will be missed. Anyway, I'll stop talking, for once. Have a wonderful evening, and let's push for 4th! Look, I know how this works. I've been around long enough. I'm just saying, you have a future here. I've seen a lot of drivers come and go in my time. But you're special, Aiden. You've got the makings of a true great. I mean it. Casper!
Hey.
Where's Zoe?
Oh, she's around somewhere. She loves these things.
Oh, and you don't? Mind if we join you?
I'll be my guest.
Come on, Aiden. Sit. Why didn't it work out between you two?
Brian, I'd rather not discuss.
I don't care what you'd rather, Aiden. Casper's leaving us, and I know that your agent's been talking to other teams. This could be the last chance the three of us get to chat like this. Who knows? We may not even see each other again after Abu Dhabi. So come on. What's the deal?
Listen, I just want to have a nice evening.
He's on more money than me.
What?
Ah, hence the frosty reception.
Everybody started talking about my age. Just wanted to prove myself. Prove that I was better than the next flavor of the month. This was not about you, Aiden. I don't know.
What about you?
He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I?
You wanted Ricardo instead.
And you thought I was past my best.
What? But that's not true. You're having an amazing season.
Could you verify that number for me?
That's right.
And that's the contracted amount, yes?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we show him? You two are a couple of chumps, do you know that? And you should know better.
I don't understand.
No, but he does. It would be funny if it wasn't so tragic. I wonder how many points all this has cost us. Well, I'll leave you to it. You can apologise to me later.
I don't understand.
I'm an idiot.
Why?
Paddock gossip.
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all.
Who?
The man who told me pre-season last year that you signed a better deal. The man who said you thought that I was too old. And that would be the same man who told you I didn't want you signed.
Butler?
And I believed him. How could I be so stupid?
You're not stupid, Casper.
I didn't think he had this in him.
Why would he bother?
Look at all the mess he's caused. The crash last year, the fight in Canada. And how much easier has he had it because of all of that?
What can we do?
Beat him. Hey.
Hey.
How are you finding it out there today?
Tough. We're overheating the tires a little through the S's.
Yeah, happens. Do you mind if I join you for a moment?
Please.
They want us to push for fourth.
You think Alfa Romeo catchable?
Maybe. Butler's having a good season. He claims he has been approached by Mercedes.
I heard. He is the more experienced driver. I think the seat goes to him.
You said it had always been your dream to drive for them. Is that true?
Yeah. It is.
Okay, I'm going to give you space out there. I'm sorry I didn't do that before.
I'm sorry too.
I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
Thanks, Casper. I don't know how we make that happen, but thanks.
Well, we work together. Help each other out, that's all we can do.
Then let's do that.
We've adjusted the camber. Seems to help manage the tire temperatures a bit better.
Yeah?
I'll get them to share my setup data with you. Just see how it feels out there.
Thank you, Casper.
Truce.
Truce.
Aiden. Casper, hey, have you got a moment?
Yeah, of course.
That camber adjustment really helped. I guess I just wanted to thank you.
Not a problem. Those tires in a better range now?
Much more manageable. Thanks.
Well, those milliseconds all add up.
Brian says we can catch Alfa Romeo.
Brian says a lot of things. Just focus on the next race.
Thanks, Casper.
I'll see you trackside.
We're seeing both Butler and Giovinazzi's lap times increasing.
I still have time to catch them.
Roger, we're on fresher tyres than they are. Push, push. Let's put the pressure on.
Yeah, copy.
Giovinazzi should be close now. Let's push. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Aston Martin continue to put the pressure on Alfa Romeo. That gap might still be a little too big to close, but for Aston Martin, it's very much game on.
Yeah, when I think back even just a couple of months, Crofty, I didn't have Aston Martin pegged to be competing with Alfa Romeo. Both Jackson and Ackerman performing at their absolute best out there today.
Well, they certainly were, and no sign of any disputes on or off track between the pair of them. Might they have put their differences behind them? And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Congratulations, Casper. Incredible podium finish out there.
Well, I appreciate those comments, but I couldn't be happier with my decision to retire. I haven't had a patch of form quite like this for a couple of seasons now, so it's the perfect time to feel everything coming together. I wanted to finish on a high, and hopefully I can continue to do that.
The fastest lap again, Casper. How do you keep doing it?
Well, I think it's a sign that the team have got a lot more to offer than people assume. They got the tire strategy spot on again, and we had the right tires at the right time, so all credit to them, really. That extra point is always welcome, and we couldn't be happier.
Those points bring you a little bit closer to Alfa Romeo. Is that something you're particularly focused on during the race?
Absolutely. We're into the business end of the season now, and we want to climb as many places as we can. Right now, that means catching Alfa Romeo. So, anytime we can put the pressure on a little, that's good for us.
We asked Devon Butler a similar question. He said, and I quote, "Aston Martin are a bit of a shambles. I don't think they're catching us anytime soon." What's your response to that?
I think it's my job to prove him wrong.
Thank you for your time.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils.
Mummy says you're in America where the cowboys live.
Yeah, Daddy's in America.
Are you racing with cowboys, Daddy?
Yeah, one or two. Hey, who's your favorite racing driver, Lils?
You are.
Just checking. Love you.
Love you, Daddy.
Hey, can I speak to Mum?
Bye.
Hello?
Apparently she enjoys hanging up on you these days.
So it seems.
All set?
Yeah, all set.
The odds are shortening on the 4th place finish for Aston Martin.
It's a shame. I enjoyed being the underdog.
You've still got to beat Butler.
We've still got to beat Alfa Romeo, you mean?
That too, I guess. Right, you go and prepare. See ya.
Bye.
Fellas! Sell-out crowd, they're saying. Casper, I haven't seen you since you announced your retirement.
No.
Well, fair play to you, mate. Takes a brave man to admit he can't compete anymore. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, you're a brave man. I'm paying you a compliment.
Now you're saying I can't compete?
Nah, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant some have said that, well, you're past your prime, that's all.
That won't work anymore, Devon.
Sorry, what won't work?
We know what you've been saying about us.
Oh, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I used to think you were just a gossip, Devon. Now I know you're a liar.
Oh, come on! You guys used to be so much more fun. Used to get into fights, take each other out of races. We all enjoyed that. I mean, you know, it was very entertaining. Now you just mope around bickering over who said what. It's a bit petty, to be honest, guys. Seriously, you're supposed to be role models.
Yeah, I won't argue with you, Devon. I won't win.
Yeah, you do seem to struggle a bit with winning, to be fair.
Yeah. And maybe you are right. Maybe I am past it. But he's not. And he's the better driver.
What, the rookie? He's only just got here. You do know the Mercedes seat is mine. The contract's as good as signed.
There's just one problem with that, Devon.
Huh? Enlighten me.
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
Tell him, mate. Mate?
I don't know who this is going to.
Okay, Casper, you're doing great. Let's keep this up.
Is Butler ahead?
Butler? You're closing on him. No theatrics, please, Casper.
Yeah, understood.
Devon's currently in P9. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, this season promises to end in quite the dramatic fashion. The tussle for the top continues, but in the midfield, Aston Martin very much closing the gap on Alfa Romeo.
Both teams have had a terrific season. Butler and Jackson rumoured to be in the running for that open Mercedes seat too. I can't wait to see how it all plays out.
If you're anything like us, you won't want the season to end, but end it must. From here on in, every second of every lap counts. What a riveting season it's been. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Yet another victory over rivals Alfa Romeo today, Casper, and more speculation over whether or not you can steal that 4th place. What do you have to say?
Well, yes, and rightfully so, in my opinion. We've had our eye on 4th place for a while now, even when others have written us off. We're working tirelessly to make every second of every race count, and it's right that that's reflected in the standings. We know what we're capable of, and we know we can do it.
Your retirement grows ever closer, of course. Is that something you think about?
Yes, of course. It's easy to take a race for granted when it's all you ever do. But when you only have a certain number of races left, each one takes on a greater importance somehow. I think my retirement has allowed me to enjoy my racing a little bit more, and I'm grateful for that.
Are you looking forward to your retirement? How will you spend it?
I'm really looking forward to spending more time with the family. I have a beautiful wife and a young daughter, Lily, who I don't see nearly enough of, and I can't wait to see more of them.
Appreciate your time.
Aiden. Casper, hey, we're closing in on Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, good race out there.
I think we can do it, Casper. I think it's on.
You know it's not going to be easy, right?
Well, the fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just wanted to say congrats.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
Brian?
Casper, debrief has been put back 10 minutes, so you've got a little more time.
Okay, thanks.
Great race out there today. Who'd have thought we'd been pushing for fourth just a few months ago?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
Whoa, brilliant. I'll have to remember that one. That's inspiring is what that is. You keep fighting those fights, Casper. See you at the debrief.
Yeah. Bye, Brian. Brian.
Casper! Cassie boy!
Cassie boy.
A big day today. Huge.
Yeah.
Last race of your career. How does it feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel...
Oh, I'm so excited, let me tell you. I'm like a kid at Christmas.
I'm excited for my retirement.
Oh, you're going to be great out there today. I can feel it in my bones. You're going to be terrific. Just remember what I taught you.
And what was that exactly?
Hilarious. I sure will miss you, Cass. Let's go out with a bang, eh? Not literally. Right, I'll leave you to it. Be brilliant. Be wonderful. Good luck.
Hello?
Hey, Cass. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Just a little bit...
Sad?
Yeah, maybe. How's Lils?
She's good. We're just grabbing an early lunch. Do you want to talk to Daddy?
Why aren't you racing anymore, Daddy?
Well, because Daddy's retiring.
Can I retire?
You need a job first, Lily. Hey, who's your favorite driver?
I like Aiden.
Aiden? Did Mommy tell you to say that? Can you put her back on the phone?
Aiden Jackson. Bye, Daddy.
No, just hang on, Lily. Hello? Aiden Jackson. Aiden.
Hey, Casper. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to wish you well, really. And say thank you, for everything.
Hey, you've got nothing to thank me for.
And look, I'm sorry.
I think we've apologized enough by now.
I guess we have. So, the last race of an incredible career. I'll be honored to witness it.
Thanks, Aiden. I'll see you down there.
See you down there.
The roar of the crowd can only really mean one thing. Race day has arrived here in Abu Dhabi. It's time to join our teams who are getting ready down on the grid. The Yas Marina circuit, just over 3.4 miles long with 21 corners and 2 very long back straights. There are 2 DRS zones going into the heavy braking zones of both turn 8 and turn 11 and offer plenty of potential for overtaking. The circuit comes with its fair share of tricky corners as well, in particular 15, 16 and 17, which will certainly test a driver's braking management. Aston Martin could still catch Alfa Romeo today, but it's a pretty tall order. And are you still surprised they are where they are?
I am, to be honest, yeah. When you look back at how they finished last season, the fight they had in Canada, the antagonism on and off track, these two really weren't getting on. I think a lot of people, myself included, had written them off.
Well, they've been nothing if not surprising, the Aston Martin pair. Of course, neither driver may be with them next season.
Yeah, it's Ackerman's last race today. I'll certainly be sorry to see him go. And they say Jackson and Mercedes are in talks, so who knows?
Well, Mercedes continue to be cagey about that open seat for next season, claiming that no decision's been made yet, and they'll see how this season concludes first. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Pierre Gasly and Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Butler, Norris and Carlos Sainz, Tsunoda, Ackerman, Aiden Jackson and Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo and Mick Schumacher, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Plenty of overtakes from this man Ackerman today, and here's another one to chalk off. This guy shouldn't be retiring from Formula One. And what's happening here? It looks like Giovinazzi's retiring. And I'm not sure what the issue is, but there's a potential opportunity here for Aston Martin, as it seems that Devon Butler's been left alone to see off the competition.
And he's not having the best of days, Crofty. A few mistakes creeping in here and there, a few lockups. This race isn't over yet.
Lapping quicker than Butler now, Casper. Outstanding work. We've got a chance here.
Roger.
Let's make that push. We're all behind you.
I'm on it.
Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. Butler not far ahead now, Cass. Keep on it. Devon is directly ahead of you.
So Aston Martin potentially on track to really upset Alfa Romeo here, with Ackerman leading Butler and Jackson not too far behind. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. He's trying to win that place back, but which way's he going to go? Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. That's really aggressive from Devon Butler. He sends both cars spinning out. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him.
Too late on the brakes. I'm sure the stewards will be looking at this one after the race.
But the Aston Martin car's still moving. The Dutchman looks to be continuing, Ant.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty, but he has suffered significant damage. There are points still up for grabs today, though, don't forget.
Well, that is significant. But can Casper Ackerman's Aston Martin car finish?
You okay, Casper? The data they sent suggests the car is compromised.
That's fine. I can finish.
Butler's out of the race.
Butler's out, we have a shot. Jackson's closing fast, Casper.
Okay.
You need to go for third, Aiden.
Copy. Third. What about Casper?
What, we let Aiden pass?
Let Aiden pass. Do the best you can, Casper. How's the car?
Good enough. Will you give a message to Aiden?
You need to pass Casper, Aiden.
Copy.
He says you'd better get on that podium.
And that will get the team fourth.
Maybe, if Casper's car holds out.
I guess I better get on that podium then.
We're sat in 6th. Leclerc is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on old hards. Casper is behind you. Okay. Superb effort, mate. Well done. Just brilliant. Woohoo!
And they've done it! What a season this has been for Aston Martin. Even a race or two ago you wouldn't have believed it, but they finished 4th in the Constructors. If the rumours are to be believed, they'll be reluctant now to let young Aiden Jackson go. What a talent he's proved to be, and an incredible end to an incredible career for Casper Ackerman, who somehow found his way back into the race after that nasty scrape with Butler. What a race here in Abu Dhabi.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Hey.
Casper! We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
No. What happened?
No, I'll let you see it for yourself.
And Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps. Anyway, I just came to congratulate you all and bid you a fond farewell. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you later. We'll celebrate.
Stay for a bit.
No.
Oh, come on. What are they going to do? Discipline you? This isn't my victory, Casper. This is ours.
Some race. Yeah, some race. You know, you had us all worried for a moment out there. Brian, when have I ever let you down? You really want me to answer that? Best not. Hey, it's been a pleasure. And the pleasure has been mine, Brian. Heck of a career you've had, Cass.
Casper!
And I think you'll want it.
Casper! Casper!
For heaven's sake, man, get out there. You've earned it.